the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
On the return, Boston Scott. Former Seahawk gets Rashad Penny.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now they'll run it again with Penny. And room to run as he's up. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Taking it right down Broadway. DeAndre Swift, touchdown, Philadelphia.
DeAndre Swift, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are on the board first on the road here in L.A.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Duggan will look to throw this. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield.
And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19.
To throw is Duggan. That's caught. Davis Allen.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, the Rams had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
He was trying to get that one to Allen that time, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
You look at this Eagle defense.
Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And they needed to be, because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a...
Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation. And they took advantage of the young man right there.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Michael Walker there to bring him down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Puts it on the carpet. It's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. That's on Pro Bowl center Jason Kelce. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Hurts. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Well, on 4th down, Aaron Siposs on to punt for Philadelphia. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Taylor now to return it. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
You look at this Eagle defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And they needed to be because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more important.
Pressure comes, and down he
goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. After the made field goal, Marr back out there to kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. To begin their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during the series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 more on that one and another 1st down. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To throw from his end zone. Dugan. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick-6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick-6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points seeded.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now a 2nd and 10. Duggan looking to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Duggan. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And they punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Oh, the return is Scott. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. 16 yards right off the bat with a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that one almost intercepted. Could have been his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's going to bring up a 3rd down. This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd down and 12. Flush to his right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now 2nd and 3. Here's Hurts to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Throwing is Hurts. A quick throw there is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
2nd and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
78 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
A couple of first downs, has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny.
And he's got a first down there after a gain of about 12, as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll set up a throw. They set up the screen to Penny. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They go back to the ground now with Penny. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They keep it with Penny on first down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. He will push his way down to about the 14. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends are like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Here's Duggan to throw. Connecting with Kupp here on the out route. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Duggan now to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
At the 31-yard line.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. 17-3 the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. Now a 2nd and 2. Throwing, Duggan. Eluding the pressure right. Touchdown! Cooper Kupp, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams have got it back to within a score. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback, because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that, because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here. A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Dugan. That is caught. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From midfield now on 2nd down. Duggan. Throw going to be caught left side here by Granson. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Back to throw. Dugan. These guys running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Throwing on first down. Dugan being chased out left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you to come in like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Operating from the gun. Dugan. That'll be caught. It's caught. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Duggan will look to throw this. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Steps away to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Bring a receiver in motion right.
He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
And he will score. Touchdown, LA.
Bo Melton
Taking it in.
And the Rams are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try and grab that lead back.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
He'll look to throw.
That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Back to throw here. This short throw caught by Goddard. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now back to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When there's extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. To return is Taylor. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
To throw is Duggan. A short one there, caught by Granson.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
This is 1st and 10. Penny, a first down carry.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll be taken down at the 34. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. Here now, 3rd down. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And a short gain down to about the 33. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from...
In the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other...
Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And that one complete downfield to Kupp. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
They'll look to throw. Short throw, it's Higbee.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's 2nd down. Back to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. And this is caught on the sideline. On the feet in, they are. What a catch. Working this. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
You have to let the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Here's 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already. And they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Duggan. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Second down, goal to go. Duggan looking to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Dugan. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
Here it is, 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2, and the result, instead of the chip shot to tie, they turn the ball over on downs. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Hurts down to one knee, and that should just about do it. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
Oh, I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating.